So if you find that you've taken a loss, and I'm going to use US 30 as an example, what you want to do is clear your chart. Clearly, there's something that you missed. If you took a trading loss because you entered a trade and it went in the opposite direction, then you have to go back to the higher time frame to find the actual direction. So that way you can enter a new trade and be able to trade in the trend. Here's the daily time frame. The first thing that I want to do is find the swing high and the swing low on this time frame. So here's the swing high. This is the last push up before price went down, and then here's the swing low. This is the last push down before we got this buying in this area. Then I want to measure the premium and discount, right? Where's premium and where's discount? Because if I'm selling in this area, I'm technically selling in discount, and it's probably the reason why the trade is not going in the way that I want it to go. If you guys took a trading loss today, I know a lot of people did, maybe you were selling in this discounted area. So here's discount and here's premium, and this is that 50% level that measures premium and discount. So right up here in premium, we have an OB. There was some imbalance here, and it looks like price came up to this premium area. So if you were selling anywhere in this area, chances are you have probably been stopped out of your trade, right? Because price is very intentional as to where it wants to go. So let's take a look at this on a smaller time frame. I'm going to go down to the 4-hour time frame and take a look and see what's happened here. On the 4-hour time frame, you can absolutely narrow this down to a 4-hour OB. Of course, it's internal because we have a lot of imbalance above there. But as you can see, if you were selling in this area, right, you probably caught a fake out and price decided to go in the opposite direction, right? So there's actually an area that price went into, and I'm going to show you where that was, right? So here at the swing low, how do we know that price was going higher? Well, here at the swing low, right? This is the swing low. Let's take a look at the bottom of these candles. These lows were getting higher eventually, and then we broke structure. It gave us this big imbalanced candle. What you want to do from this area is allow price to come back and pick you up. So if you're trading in the market and you're not showing the direction, allow price to move so that you get an understanding as to what's happening. Sometimes we're looking for a setup and we haven't allowed candles to form. We haven't allowed price to move. We haven't allowed price to break structure. So take a step back and allow price to move. Once this has happened, a tone has been set. You want to keep this area marked for your higher time frame reference because there is going to be some rejection from this area, right? Remember that premium and discount. However, guys, if you see that price has gone bullish and it's broken structure to the upside, what you need to be doing, right? While price is in a premium area, which is somewhere up here, you need to be going down in a discounted area and looking to see where you can get an opportunity. So in this case, a swing high has been created for the purpose of an entry on this 4-hour time frame. As price is working its way in this area or making its way back down, it gives me enough time to come down here, notice the imbalance that's in this area, and find an area that I can get in to take the buy up. At very least, my exit would be at the top of this high, right? So let's take a look at what's happening here, right? And a lot of people are getting stopped out trying to sell it down or not knowing when to get out or targeting the lows, right? We have to remember, take your higher time frame information and continue to remember what price is doing. Get a notepad, get a journal, write it down. Write down the time frames. The daily time frame says this, price is in this area, price is going in this direction. And as you continue down on the smaller time frame, remember everything, right? So on this 4-hour time frame, price has taken off extremely bullish, and now it's creating some rejection. And now I'm looking in a discounted area to see where I can get in. So guys, what I'm waiting for, and I did take this trade, what I'm waiting for, stop loss being here, is for price to come back and pick me up, right? And I'll get out here, or maybe I'll get out in the premium area on a higher time frame, maybe somewhere here, right? To be safe, you guys can exit there. right? So let's move this up a little bit. You want to at least catch a 3-to-1, and let's let this play out, right? Price has come into this area, has respected this area, and it should be continuing to go bullish, right? So if your TP was here, then this is where you would have taken profit. And let's go to the 4-hour time frame. So let's just say that this is your TP right up here. You'd have to wait a little bit for that. And if this was your TP here, excuse me, here, then you would have been taken out. So as price is going up to this area, right? As price is climbing up, guys, remember, you always want to see what price has left behind. So let's take a look here. I think there was an area on the 5-minute, or was it the 15-minute time frame? There was an area on the 15-minute time frame, if I'm not mistaken, where that price came back down into. Let's check the 1 hour. Oh, excuse me, right here. So as price is climbing higher, right? It taps into this little area right here. Very interesting. This is sell side liquidity. So left behind a low. Very interesting. Price goes up to this level. It pulls down a little bit. We come up. It hits the TP area, right? Also, we want to note when we hit a certain area or we take out a certain high, you can expect a retracement. So here we took out this high over to the left, and after taking out this high, price comes down and it takes out a low. A sweep for a sweep, right? Coming into this low, guys, notice that it does not leave this particular area. Now, you have to ask yourself, where are these wicks rejecting from? We have a rejection here. This lets me know something. Okay, price came down into this area, and then it pushed its way back up, creating this area where price took out the previous high. So that area is an area that I'm going to pay attention to, just like that. So if we had a sweep to the upside, then I'm expecting a sweep to the downside, right? So this low is a target for me, and I want to see price come and take it out. And this is only if you miss the entry down here. Price comes up, it takes out the low, respects this area, and then it continues up. This is where if you were looking to get in another position, this is where you can enter again. And this is where you can take it up to that TP that you had in mind, right? Okay, let's go. So price goes to that area and it taps it perfectly. Now, guys, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. By this time, you should have recovered the loss, right? If you sold in the wrong place, you should have recovered your loss. And now everything should be profit. Everything should be profit for you, right? So now rinse and repeat yet again, guys, rinse and repeat. And this is the live chart. As you can see down here, rinse and repeat. It's about 135 EST. And now I'm going once again to see what price has left behind. What is price left behind, guys? I see some imbalance. I see some lows. And I see an area that I can possibly take an opportunity to go up, because if price is breaking structure to the upside, I am not looking for selling opportunities. I am looking to take price up, but I'm going to allow price to come and get me, right? So price has been kind of like moving sideways for the last few hours. Was this morning? It gave us a nice push up this morning, came back, swept some lows. It didn't quite go into this area. So here's a sell side. Here's some sell side liquidity, which is a target, as you know. And it did not come into this area. A lot of people were waiting for price to come in this area. It did not. That's okay, guys. That's okay. Just because you have an area and it's not been reached yet doesn't mean that price is not going to come and reach your area. You just have to be patient, even if it's the next trading day, right? I'd rather you take a trade in the right direction than to take a loss, right? Especially when you've already taken a loss and you're trying to now recover your trading account. So now we have a low. We have a few lows, right? These lows have been swept, but not this one. Very interesting that price did not come down and sweep this low and tap to this area before going up, right? But guys, we still understand the trend. We still understand the direction, right? Price is up. Price has gone up. And you may ask me, well, didn't it reach a particular area of interest here? Hasn't a particular area of interest been met here? Not quite. We didn't quite tap into this area, which is another high that's left behind right here. So pay attention to the highs and the lows. They are targets. They're your targets for take profit, depending on which direction you get a trade in first, right? So price looks as though it's continuing higher. What supports my idea is that the lows are continuously getting higher, right? We have not broken any lows as of yet. And look at these candles, the bottoms of these wicks. It looks like price is climbing down, but it pushes itself back up. So now that price is near a premium area, it hasn't quite touched the premium area, but now that price is near a premium area, regardless of our bias, regardless of what we want price to do, we are still going higher. So we have to follow the rules that price is setting for us, right? So here's this area. And what I'm looking for is for price to come down, sweep these lows, tap this area, and continue up. And I take this trade at least into a premium area. There is a little space in between this area, but here's where premium is, right here. So I'd at least take price into that premium area. As price is climbing up, it should be leaving behind imbalance. These are the little blues clues that we look and wait for to help us determine where we should get an entry. So guys, I hope that this helps. It has worked for me millions of times when I'm recovering my account and also building. Anytime that I see that someone is taking a loss on their trading account, it's probably more than likely because they did not understand the direction. Direction is important. If you understand the direction, if you have proper risk management, and if you can get a better understanding on where to get your entries, you can recover your trading accounts and build them beyond imagine.